film begins with a phone call from the killer posing as her mother's boyfriend. After a while he reveals himself threatening her friend Amber. Man, it amazes me how these killers always manage to hack a phone that easily. Bro, if I have this ability, I was making millions hacking. I mean helping the government. And you think she will call the police, the army? No, she goes by herself to the killer with what? Bread and butter knife. And of course she is surprised by the killer. What are you doing, Tara? Go hide on the room. Oh my god, just kill this girl. When Ghostface is about to prepare to kill Tara, the director cut the scenes, because he wouldn't know how to explain himself to the public. The movie cuts to Sam being warned about the attack that her sister suffered, and that's why she decides to go back to the city with her boyfriend. This scene we are introduced the Tara's friends in that typical scene of teenagers talking about the killers in the movies, and I start to wondering how this happened in every slasher movie, like I Know What You Did Last Summer, Friday the 13th series, and I am forgetting something.
You mean like in Halloween?
No, not like in Halloween.
Oh.
You see, even Huey knows. I mean Richie. And then he decides to do my job.
And I gotta make sure we don't get sliced up by some lunatic who saw Friday the 13th and thought, you know what, that Jason guy, he's got some pretty solid ideas.
No, trust me, Sam is not cool. Her dad left her mom, right? Walks right out when Tara's 8, Sam's 13. Sam started acting out, getting in trouble with the cops, and then, on Sam's 18th birthday, she leaves. Ghosts the mom.
But why are you telling them that? You all grew up together and they should already know that. I get it. Amber, you are doing the screenwriter's job to explain their past to us. Then comes the ex-boyfriend of one of the girls in the group. Anna, Clara, Glenn. I don't know, since the movie was lazy to develop the girl. And won't be me who will remember her name now, so I'll call her Under from Underdeveloped. Cut to the ex-boyfriend doing number 1. The young man heard a noise from his car and goes to check it out. What is it? But getting there he doesn't see anyone and is surprised by Ghostface. But how he didn't see the little guy in black get out of the car, not even saying that the light blocked his vision, since you could see very well if someone would get out of the car or not. Well, maybe Naruto was off duty and called to make a low 3-second cash appearance. Cut to Sam hallucinating with Billy Loomis, the killer from the first movie, and we find out that he is her father.
I'm right here. Come and get me.
With pleasure.
Come on, she didn't heard him talking behind the door, and what's the idea of the killer waiting for her to wake up, take her medicine, wash her mouth, and then try to murder her? Okay, but where are the police in this hospital? All this screaming.
You're gonna put more cops on her room, right? Yes. And I can move you to a private floor.
Private floor? In the hospital here in town, even the bed is for sharing.
Do you remember how Mom used to keep those boxes up in the attic? And I found these old diaries that she kept from high school.
This is always how a big secret is revealed, always with the door open or with the pictures stored in a box in the basement or attic. Bro, if I have a cookie that I don't want my brother to know about, that is what I would do with it.
The police aren't gonna help. What's our next move?
We go talk to an expert.
Tuesday, Wednesday in the mid-50s.
But you're kidding with my face film. Of all the protagonists of the franchise, this was the guy who came closest to meet 6 feet under earth. This is a person who has this scenes. Now you want us to swallow our bellies that he is the expert. Nah, stop it, movie. Dewey is a anti-social in this movie, so he say he wouldn't help, so they go away.
Holy shit, he came.
Look, just because that guy showered doesn't mean he should have a gun.
He called Sydney, then sent Gail a message and also took a shower, got dressed and arrived at the same time as the protagonists. Well, I already know that who is the next villain of Fast Furious 11. Dewey, the boy who Dominic Toretto steal a pencil in their first year of high school. Bad joke, sorry. Back to our beloved movie. Cut to Sam revealing to everyone that she is Billy Lomi's daughter, and people come to the conclusion that Sam is Ghostface. Sam leaves upset.
How else are you gonna survive?
Ha ha ha, survive. Bro, you die, what are you talking about? Sheriff arrives and is surprised by the little guy in black. I have to say that with the Snoop neighbors here at my home you wouldn't be able to do that, Ghostface. And where are the cops in this town? I don't even know how many times I asked that. Wes ends up being killed. And finally, the third element of this saga arrives. Gale. I will call this trio of protagonists, of friends. Sam sees the policeman who should be taking care of her sister in the hospital and she decides to go to hospital. My god, at this point I'm already thinking that the police are helping Ghostface to always have deaths and not lose their jobs. Cut to Tara at the hospital noticing something suspicious and goes to take a look, seeing that there is a dead guard on the floor. She is surprised by Richie and soon after by Ghostface, who then puts Richie to sleep.
Maybe you're right. Or maybe I'm just stalling for time, fuckhead.
Sam and Dewey arrives at the hospital.
I'll get Richie.
Ah, Dewey, you don't help me. Then Sydney arrives to talk to Sam and Gale to try to stop the killer.
So I want you to help us kill him. You want me to help you and the host of a morning show commit murder, correct?
Yeah.
Ah ha 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 ha, I love that at this part. The movie already kicks the bucket and just does my job. Sam says she won't get her sister out of town, and on the way her sister says she forgot her inhaler, so she has to go to Amber's house to get it. Cut to Amber's house and of course they are having a party. They say it's a memorial for Wes, but let's face it, it's a party.
Walls, man, all that shit.
Behind you! Turn around!
Look
Jamie.
behind.
Jamie!
I really have nothing to comment on, I just like this scene.
Fucking killer! I know.
And then the big secret of the movie is revealed. Wait. What? How did this 5'2", 110 pounds person manage to kill Dewey, a ex-cop lifting his body off the ground?
Oh, there's two of you.
Sydney comes to the house and fights Ghostface. Ha ha ha, Sydney lets me borrow your back.
I got you again.
And then it is revealed another big secret of the movie, that our dear the boys is the other killer, and it was his idea that came up with this whole plan.
I can't find her!
Then the little witch teleports into the room and defeats Amber. Where is all your strength, Amber?
I understood that reference.
Sydney and Gale end up cooking Amber on the stove.
A scary phone call to me? Pop out of that closet in a ghost face mask? No. Because you're the villain.
Sam, I don't know how many times you have hallucinated today. I know a good psychiatrist. After Sam's father's magic, she ends up defeating Richie. And we find out that the twins are alive. And that's the end. If you like it, subscribe to our channel so we can make videos of other movies.